are tools for you should you awaken to this truth. And the tools are longer life, healing your body, safety, the erasing of fear from your body, getting rid of the anxiety of the things that bother you, that make you wake up in the middle of the night. I'm telling you the truth. The fear that I'm going to tell you about, obscure it is, exceptionally real it is. It's the fear of enlightenment. I have spoken of this many times. If you have not heard it before, let me give you the scenario. Old soul, you have been here so many times. And because you're an old soul, you have graduated, perhaps many, many eons ago, into wisdom. You have started to ask the questions that are only being asked right now by many. You awakened to a grander truth, perhaps lifetimes ago. The grander truth, is there more than I've been told about my spirituality or about the creative source? Is there more than I've been told? Am I part of it? Can I participate in it in beautiful ways? And as soon as you opened your mouth and asked that question to anybody but yourself in a very old energy, lifetimes ago, you were persecuted for it. Some of the things that you do every single day in your meditations and your expectations would have had you burned at the stake many lifetimes ago. What I'm going to tell you next is that some of you suffered because you awakened to a grander truth. Many of you suffered, both genders, if you decided to even question that which you were told. Might not be the truth, maybe there was more to it. You know what I'm talking about. Things did not go well for you. These are the attributes, the imprints, the programs that you carry. For some, you may be a magnificent old soul, one who has participated all the way back to Lemuria, and yet you'd never watch a program like this. You're what I call a closet light worker. And you're not going to come out because there's something in you that sounds an alarm every single time the choice is there. Is there more than I was taught? Should I believe this? I'd like to look at all of the astrology aspects that are happening in January, and some of them are amazing. I'd like to look at all the aspects, again, that happened December, because some of them were amazing. I'd like to learn more about what they meant. You say that casually, and someone will nod their head. This sounds good. Those very things would be imprisonable. So you don't do them. You don't even come close. You don't want to even look. Somebody hands you a metaphysical book, no thank you. Even though you have all the tools and the equipment and you actually know more than you're telling anyone. Fear of enlightenment keeps you from this information. I'll tell you something. Many of you watching this program right now are married to them. Those who would not want to participate in this program, wonderful human beings, that's why you married them. And you could see in them the beauty, but they won't participate in anything you're interested in. That is a closet light worker. Fear of enlightenment keeps even those who are aware of the old soulness, it keeps you away from completing even the circle of 12. You go to the mist, and you don't want to go further. And there are many. Or you go to the mist, and you say, okay, I'll go, and you fall asleep. This is your body. saying, old soul, well, I've been there, it might be dangerous, I will just sleep through it. This is why I have said many times in the circle of 12, at that point that you go across the bridge, stay awake and give affirmations. This is safe. This is for me. I want to know more about myself. There's no danger here, and there is not. There's only love. It's interesting what people are afraid of, or perhaps what you've been told to be afraid of by others who don't know what you're doing. Going across the bridge, well, they're going to capture your soul, you know. You probably have heard that. Well, if you do what you're told, it's some kind of a cult, a sect, and you're going to be then captured and part of something you don't want to, and it's mind control. You've heard that? It's exactly the opposite. When you go into that mist, it's expansive. You get to see more than you've ever seen before. You get to know more about yourself than you ever knew was possible. You get to see the grandeur, the magnificence. You start to drop the fear, and you come back better balanced. And that is the key. People should see this within you, dear ones, that the more time you spend learning about yourself, the more you relax into your culture, into your family, into yourself, to the point where others in your family would come to you and say, I don't know what you're into, but I like it. Because they see you relax in so many different ways. That's what happens when you cross in to that place. But there are so many who are afraid. The fear of enlightenment will keep people from experiencing the beauty of who they are. Now, this is where we say how to get out of that fear. It's not needed for you to change any more than you want to. And this is important, dear ones. You have free choice. Honor your own feelings. Some of you may want to know more. Some of you may want to even share this information with those you believe really are closet light workers, so that they understand a little more. The invitation is there, but there are no shoulds here. We just tell you this so you could recognize it in yourself and say, aha, I knew it. There's something keeping me from that next step. Not anymore. And you could even say these words, all of these memories are gone. They're not pertinent today. They're not magnificent for me today. And so they will no longer control my life. Simple. That's the power of the old soul. And so it is.